This is a mock interview conducted by ForumIAS Academy at New Delhi. The interview panel includes eminent professors, retired bureaucrats, and other luminaries. The objective of the program is to acquaint the candidate with the format and expectations of the personality test conducted by UPSC.
May I come in, sir?
Please come in. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Ramareddipeta, is that your name?
It's my surname, sir.
How do you pronounce?
Ramareddipeta.
Rajinikanth.
Yes, sir.
Rajinikanth is a very famous film star in the South. Yes. Or do you know? Have you heard of him? Yes. Why is he famous?
Sir, he has
the
been...
way he smokes.
No, sir. Because of various reasons, sir. One of the reasons is his unique style, while acting. The second, sir, is social service in the state also. So, because of these two reasons, he's very
What
popular.
kind of social service does he do?
Sir, donating funds to schools, hospitals, then some sort of social service during crisis, during floods or...
Did he make an attempt to get into politics also?
Yes, sir. He tried to form a to establish a party, but again, I think he has given up the idea later on.
He has not pursued.
No, I think he's...
Okay. Kamareddy is a district in Telangana. Yes, it's a new district or what?
Yes, sir. It was formed in 2016.
2016. Okay. So, which government had KCR?
Yes, sir. Earlier TRS, but now it is BRS.
His option was history. Why did you take history? You've studied history. You've done BA honors.
Yes, sir.
Okay. From Shri Venkateshhwara College. Why is it called Shri Venkateshhwara College?
Sir, the college was actually formed in 1960s. It was named after the famous temple, the Lord Sri Balaji. It was in Tirupati. So, and it is also partly funded by the TTD. TTD is partly funding this college. Funding. So, because of these reasons, they have named this Sri Venkateshhwara College.
Do they give preference to people from Telangana for admissions?
Sir, there is Telugu quota. So, from both the Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, they give some sort of preference. Sir.
You have done MA also in history from IGNOU.
Yes, sir.
You have been a high school social teacher.
Yes, sir.
In the Slate, the school in Hyderabad. Yes. For 2 years, almost 2 years. Why did you leave teaching?
Sir, initially I wanted to pursue civil services only. Due to some financial issues, immediately after my graduation, I had to look for a job, and teaching was my passion, so I joined teaching. Then once I was doing better financially, then I started my preparation again, sir.
Hobbies are Telugu folk songs, listening to Telugu folk songs, writing short Telugu poems and songs, yes, and going to the gym. Yes. Why has gym become so popular these days? In past 5-7 years, become very popular.
I think there are multiple reasons for it, sir. One of the reasons is the easy accessibility. Now, there are a lot of gyms open nearby the houses.
There is demand, so they are opening.
Again, sir, the health consciousness have been increased because of various diseases. Now, a lot of diseases have been, especially the cardiovascular diseases or the obesity and all this were becoming more prevalent in the society. So people started taking care of their health. And also maybe the increase in per capita income of the families also they able to spend in these types of activities.
Okay. Telangana has the highest per capita income because of Hyderabad. Yes. Why there are large inequalities within the state?
So again, multiple reasons for these inequalities within the state. One is the historical reasons. even before independence, Hyderabad was the major center of trade, the business and all, and the government earlier, the princely state government did not focus on the other areas. Even after the independence, when it became part of the Andhra state, again the investments were majorly done within the Hyderabad and surroundings, and the other parts were not given priority within investment or whether related to agriculture and all. Because of such reasons, the people who are in around the Hyderabad were more developed. And
High per capita income has not improved literacy levels. Is there no correlation between high per capita income and literacy?
Sir, the high per capita income, as you have
I am
mentioned.
told that the gross enrollment ratios are also very low.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me why.
The reason is that the per capita income is majorly based on the revenue from the Hyderabad region. The rest of the regions, the per capita income is again very low compared to the national average. In recent times, maybe it will increase, but many parts of the Telangana region, they have the per capita is low, sir. The second reason is the lack of the historical reason. Earlier the government focused on Urdu language during the Nizam government. Because of that, many people could not pursue education. So the many families, generations, they could not give priority to education. So for such reasons, sir.
Recently, Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project is one of the largest multi-purpose projects in the world. Now, what has gone wrong with it? Why is it in news these days?
Sir, the project consists of various dams, barrages. So one of the barrages at Medigada, some pillars of this barrage were sunken, sir. So
how many pillars? How many piers has there?
Sir, I believe it is 3 pillars. Three. So because of that.
Why did it happen?
Because of some design related issues, sir.
Is the new government taking some action or not?
Yes, sir. They have started judicial inquiry, I believe, sir. Just to find out the actual reasons for the faulty design.
Jamnagar. There was vulgar public display of wealth recently.
Sorry, sir.
Have you heard of that? Jamnagar is a place in Gujarat. And a rich industrialist's son, pre-wedding celebrations were held there. Don't know.
Oh, yes, sir. Sorry. I'm confused. Yes, sir.
Should such celebrations be banned in a poor country like India?
Sir, it is, again, we have the fundamental right. The Constitution has provided us with the basic fundamental rights. So every person has right to, express their, their beliefs or their, they have right to,
Bollywood actors and actresses dancing on the stage, I'm sure is not part of the belief.
The beliefs have been changing, but again, the individual, they have the liberty, they have the freedom, provided by the constitutions. But again, sir, maybe based on moral values, they could have legally may not possible to ban such kinds of things, but morally we can suggest them to avoid such kind of wealthy celebrations.
Okay. What do you understand by recession?
Recession. Recession is a situation where it's a prolonged
negative rate of
growth
for 2
growth
consecutive quarters.
Yes, sir.
It's technical recession.
Yes.
Which are the countries of the world in recession? No. Sorry. UK, Japan, Germany, they are the countries.
I'm not aware of that.
Iceland. Okay. What do you understand by good governance? My last question.
Sir, good. It is the good governance is based on several parameters, sir, like inclusivity, transparency, the availability, the accessibility. These factors makes it. When these factors are present in the governance, then we can call it as a good governance with some other factors.
As we move closer to the equator, good governance improves. There is very good governance in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, even now Karnataka. What does the equator do with this? Nothing. It's just a question to shock you. Thank you.
Yes, Rajinikanth. Coming from Andhra, Telangana, these states are very much notorious for sandalwood smuggling. Do you want me to go ahead with this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, can you tell me what is its present status?
I am not aware of the present status.
Okay. Are you aware of the fact that recently government came with a proposal wherein you can cultivate sandalwood trees even in your domestic farms and backyards? Are you aware of this?
Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. See, when we talk about Telangana and the adjoining areas of southern Maharashtra, eastern and southern Maharashtra, then we have northern Karnataka. We have the common areas which we call it as Hyderabad Karnataka region.
Yes.
So that region is historically and even now it is to an extent backward,
Yes, sir.
considering the other areas,
Yes.
which are very much developed states. So what do you think is the reason for that region to be backward?
So, sir, there can be multiple reasons for this as well. One is the geographical factors, maybe lack of enough sufficient rainfalls because of it, I think it falls in the rain shadow region with so less rainfall and which so less agricultural activities. Secondly, sir, then maybe a political reason. Again, the government may not have sufficiently provided funds to these areas because of the issues like controversial issues in this region maybe. And as again the multiplier effect, a lack of agriculture and education in these regions again led to the continuous underdevelopment in this region.
Okay. Since you have history as your optional subject and you have even done masters in history, can you tell me some events in post-independence India which you think was the turning point for our country?
The one I could recall is the Planning Commission, the formation of Planning Commission. Second was, sir, 1991, the LPG reforms.
When we talk about India, Pakistan, two sovereign nations which were created 1947, when we see the historical evolution of the demand of Pakistan, when do you think the demand for creation of Pakistan became inevitable and non-negotiable for the people from those parts?
I think the 1940, the Lahore session of the Muslim League, they openly declared that the Pakistan demand. I think.
What made them so strong in terms of demand for creation of Pakistan? What were the factors behind that? Okay, no
Sorry,
problem.
sir.
Okay, no problem. You were a high school teacher.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are your observations with respect to the National Education Policy 2020?
Sir, there have been many changes brought by the new education policy. One is the overall structure of the school system from 10 plus to now 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. The whole. Secondly, sir, the focus on vernacular languages till the middle school or the primary school. Thirdly, sir, the toy-based pedagogy for the primary school. Then focus on vocational education from the class 6th.
Yes. Anything about credit system?
Yes, sir. Again, the credit system from the school system, like school, high school, I think, sir.
High school.
Or mid. Sorry, sir. I'm.
Okay, no problem. Is it being implemented presently? The policy?
Sir, I think the Karnataka government has implemented for at the UG level, sir. That I also maybe other parts I don't know, sir.
Okay. I see that you were a university level participation in table tennis.
Yes, sir.
So are you still playing table tennis?
Sometimes I play, sir, as a hobby.
Okay. Can you tell me some important tournaments associated with table tennis in India?
The one is the National Open Table Tennis thing, sir. I am unable to recall the others. The one is.
Can you name some important, or who is your favorite table tennis player, Indian table tennis player?
Indian, Achanta Sharant Kamal, sir.
Okay. And my last question to you is, how do you think literature of Telugu literature, be it in terms of poems and different areas, how it has enriched India's culture? Since you are very much interested into Telugu folk songs, watching Telugu poems, writing short poems, songs.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me something?
Sir, I think during the Krishnaveni period, they have promoted Telugu literature. There were many famous poets under the patronage of Sri Krishnaveni. They developed this. There is some. I couldn't recall the name of the type of literature they developed, but one particular type was developed, sir. I think.
Yeah, my question is how it contributed to the culture of India. Be it administration, political, anything you can think of?
Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thanks.
Rajinikanth, you've worked as a high school teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
High school social teacher.
Yes.
So you were teaching social sciences.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So can you tell me, recently CBSE also announced that there would be an open book test.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is your view on this? How practical is it and how useful?
Ma'am, maybe at the school level, I don't think that is more practical in nature. Maybe at the college level, but the school level, I think the closed book system will help them to improve their memory levels, and then I think we do not also have enough infrastructural.
What is the reason for this?
Sorry,
what is the reasons? There must be some reasons due to which CBSE has announced that the open book test.
Because of increasing stress on the students and increasing the suicide tendencies among the students. I think one of the reasons.
Okay. And if I also see that you have scored 92% in class 10th as well as in class 12th.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. This also, and we'll see a lot of students who are in the top, even 10 on 10. Even 100% is not a rarity these days, or 99.5%. So this also speaks volumes about the examination structure that we have.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you do 5 years PYQ, previous year questions 5 years, you will get good marks, something. So could that be a reason for these?
Yes, ma'am. I think that is also one of the reasons, because we were focusing more on marks, so they want to shift that to a practical and analytical approach.
Now, this brings me to the fact that you've done your schooling from Andhra Pradesh board.
Yes, ma'am.
So every state has its own board, and then we have CBSE. Don't you feel that there should be a centralized board which lets us grade students across the country on the same platform, same level?
Yeah, ma'am, we can also have that kind of system. But again, the diversity, keeping in mind the diversity of the languages, the cultures, the historical aspect, so maybe it would be good for the decentralized approach. Yeah, again, preference could be given to the students to join as we have CBSE schools as well as state boards. So again, it's all the way about the parents and students' preference whether to join the central.
Okay. What do you understand by women empowerment?
Ma'am, I think giving their due, their due rights, like whatever they have to be, getting from the society, and the equal rights, ma'am. Simply we treat men and women equally, and when women able to perform well in economy, polity, and different diverse fields of the society, at par with men, then I consider as the women empowerment.
Okay. Now, what are 3 measures that you will take to empower? You get posted in a backward district, in a district which is struggling economically and in other social indicators. What are 3 measures which you will take? 3 key priority areas as per you.
So, ma'am, one important aspect, the enrollment ratio, that the no dropouts and high enrollment ratios in schools and colleges. Then infrastructure, like the toilets, especially separate toilets. Many schools in the backward areas do not have separate toilet facilities. So that thing. Secondly, ma'am, good nutrition to women that helps them in their mental and the physical capabilities. So in that. And thirdly, ma'am, the scholarships or the diverse opportunities, for the young women.
In terms of education and otherwise.
Yes.
Okay. My last question to you is on startups. So startups in the country are failing. They fail. The rate of failure of startups is very high. Okay. It's around 80 to 90%. Why? Were you familiar with the number?
No, I was not aware of the number.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So you were the head of photography committee at college hostel.
Yes, sir.
What did you do in that committee?
Sir, I was the in charge to cover the various events, the photography of the various events that take place during the hostel, the annual year of the hostel, sir.
So how do you ensure the quality of photography?
Sir, we had a very good camera actually.
Which camera were you having?
We used Canon 700D, sir. That was the latest camera we used.
DSLR camera?
DSLR, sir. The DSLR Canon 700D.
What is DSLR camera?
Sorry, sir. I do not know the technical details. I cannot.
Okay. Why is it considered as better in comparison to the traditional camera?
I mean,
so apart from the camera, what else you need to take care of while while taking snaps from the camera?
So the major is the lighting part, sir. We used to ensure that there is proper lighting. Second, the background, sir. The proper background is colorful background so that it gets. Thirdly, the tripod. We used to use tripod again for some to take videos. These things have been ensured, sir.
Okay. So you also into the photography?
I used to take, sir, but not as it was just a professional one.
Okay. Tell me, what is the golden period in the history of India?
The golden period in the ancient India, sir, maybe.
No, in overall history of India.
Sir, historians consider different periods of as golden periods. Some historians consider the Gupta period as the golden period, and some South Indian historians consider the Vijayanagara period also as the golden period, and some other again.
So about Vijayanagara period, why is it considered as a golden period? What makes it a golden period?
Sir, one of the reasons is their contribution to arts and architecture. Secondly, the secular, the religious tolerance given, followed by the Sri Krishnaveni Raya for that such reason.
All right. Are you aware of Rakshasi Tangdi battle?
Yes.
What was that?
So this was a battle where the combined forces of Bahmani, kingdoms, they defeated the Vijayanagara rulers.
Okay, and who was ruling at that particular point of time? Which dynasty was there? Taluva, Saluva, which dynasty was there?
Arabidu dynasty, sir. Arabidu dynasty.
And who was the king?
Sir, I believe it was Achyuta Ramaraya.
Okay, despite of having, a very great empire, Vijayanagar crumbled after this battle.
Yes.
What was the possible reasons for that?
So there can be multiple reasons, like the lack of strong rulers, like Sri Krishnaveni and the economic aspect. They lost the revenue sources, like revenue villages. A lot of the places were gone to the Bahmani kingdoms. I think the lack of support from the Nayakas to this dynasty. These reasons maybe, sir.
What is Amritkal?
Sir, the Amritkal is a period so from,
It is said Azadi ka Amritkal, na?
Yes, sir.
Why is it known so? Why Azadi ka Amritkal? Why not Swarnakal? Why not Hirakkal? Why Amritkal only?
Sorry, sir.
You just look into it.
Sure, sir.
Right. Can you tell me any dynasty which was using mother's name before its name? Which dynasty was that?
Shatavahanas.
Satavahanas.
And also Ishwakus in the
And who was the greatest king of that dynasty?
Gautamiputra Shatakarni.
Gautamiputra Shatakari. What was his contribution to history?
Sir, he was a great conqueror, so he even annexed till the Gujarat. He defeated Shakas, Nahapana. Then his contribution to the art and architecture, sir. So they like Amaravati School of Art was also given prominence during his period.
Okay. Rudramma Devi, even you heard the name. Was it a fictional character or?
No, sir. The real. She was a ruler of from the Kakatiya dynasty.
And what was her contribution?
Sorry, sir. I do not know the much details about that.
Thank you.